I just want to remind you to be careful how you judge others. Matthew 7 chapter verse 1 and 2 says this: Judge not, that you be not judged. For with the judgment you pronounce, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. This verse is reminding us to avoid being judgmental. And in fact, in this scripture, Jesus warns against being harsh, critical, or self-righteous in how we judge others. He's not saying that we should never discern what's right from wrong, but that we should not take on the role of moral judge in a condemning way. In fact, we should never condemn others or criticize others. So before judging others, we should evaluate our own lives, our own hearts, motives, and actions. And the second point is, what you give is what you receive. The way you judge others is the standard in which you will be judged, in which will we use against you. If you are harsh as well as unforgiving, expect to receive the same treatment. But if you are gracious and understanding, you will more likely be treated with that same grace. So we should treat others with the kind of mercy and kindness, as well as fairness we want to receive. And my third point is this: examine yourself first. Verse 3 through 5 says this: Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when all the time there is a plank in your own eye? Verse 5, you hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. This scripture is letting us know that first, examine yourself. You worried about someone else's action when there are some things that you need to work on within yourself. And when you get your own life together, with the help of God, of course, then you can see clearly the faults of others. But you have things that you need to focus on within yourself. And see, there is a difference between having a discerning spirit and being judgmental. Discernment protects us, but judgment, it attacks others. It is okay to evaluate the motives, behaviors, and attitudes of others, because believers are called to test everything so that we won't be deceived. But we should never take delight in exposing the fault and the failures of others, because all have sinned and fell short of God's glory. Now, this, of course, is not a license to sin, but it's just reminding us that God called us to be witnesses, not judges, and that if He can wait to the end to judge, maybe we shouldn't be so quick to judge others as well. We are called to humility and to examine our own lives. Growth and change starts with us, not others. And my fourth and final point is this: God is the ultimate judge. He is the only one that sees the full picture of our hearts, intentions, and situations. So we must be careful not to take His place by being overly critical or condemning others. Trust God to handle justice, and our role is to walk in love, truth, and humility. So I would like to close with this: instead of judging others, choose to be empathetic and extend grace. And when you correct people, do so gently, not harshly. Regularly examine your heart before reacting to the actions of others. And remember this: kindness, humility, as well as love. It reflects Christ, not criticism. This is all that I have for you today, and I pray that this video has encouraged you. Please feel free to hit that like button, share, and I will welcome your comments below. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.